How often have you heard the saying, you need to think outside the box? Maybe you've even said it yourself. History is filled with people who've thought outside the box. People like Alexander Graham Bell, Henry Ford, Fred Smith, and Steve Jobs. They looked at the world as it was and found ways to improve it. As a result, massive industries evolved and incredible opportunities were created. What if you could have gotten in on the ground floor of one of those industries? What if Alexander Graham Bell, for example, had approached you, asking you to buy something called a telephone pole, and he explained to you that this pole was actually a communications gateway, that when people would make phone calls, he would route those calls through your gateway and you'd be able to collect money each time a call came through your telephone pole. Back then, you would have definitely been thinking way outside the box, but knowing what you know now about telecom, you would have been able to see how incredible of an opportunity it was. The best part about opportunity is that sometimes it comes around again. The stage was set for this opportunity back in 1984 when the once mighty AT&T, Ma Bell, was broken up by the US government for being a monopoly. So after 99 years, the baby bells were born. This created a surge of competition throughout the industry, creating massive opportunity for those with the cash to get in, but still leaving most people out. As a result of these changes, did you know that every time you make a phone call, whether on a cell phone or a landline, your calls are routed through a series of carriers along the way? Let's say that Joe from Phoenix wants to call his brother Steve in Boston. It doesn't matter if he's with Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, Time Warner, or any other provider. Since the breakup of Ma Bell in 1984, companies have formed what is called the Wholesale Inter-Exchange Communications Network. These companies are spread out all over the country and, simply put, act much like electronic toll booths, collecting money from calls routed through their gateways. They charge each other inter-exchange fees to pass through their areas. To ensure that Joe's call gets there by the least expensive route possible, the inter-exchange carriers use advanced software called lowest cost routing software to help them save money. Currently, there are over 100 billion minutes of long-distance calls delivered every single month in the USA alone, even your phone calls. Carriers can spend millions and even billions of dollars per year in overhead to build and maintain the infrastructure necessary to gain a share of this massive revenue stream. We eliminate this overhead, making our network the lowest cost route available. So what if I told you that your house could become one of these gateways for under $300 with no monthly fees, and that this gateway would allow you to collect the fees from the calls that are routed through it, allowing you to tap into $1 billion monthly revenue stream? Would that interest you? All you need is a high-speed internet connection and a local phone line connected to your digital telephone pole. You get paid just for being plugged in. You collect money from all the calls that are automatically routed through your gateway and connecting gateways nationwide. Now everybody knows that business is all about timing, and this business is no different. Our network allows only a limited number of people to become one of these toll booths along this inter-exchange network. And what I mean by limited is only 1 out of 100 homes will own a gateway device. And once that area code is filled, the opportunity for that area is gone. With what you know now about the telecom industry, imagine if Alexander Graham Bell had actually asked you if you'd be interested in buying a telephone pole and told you that every time a call was routed through that pole, you would be paid. How much do you think that would be worth today? Would you have been willing to think outside the box then? Well, I may not be Alexander Graham Bell, but I'm asking you now. Would you like the opportunity to purchase your telephone pole, your communications gateway? Come be part of what experts are saying will be the first and only inter-exchange network to have full coverage of the USA and worldwide soon after. Remember, there's a limited number of these digital telephone poles available in your area code, and once your area is filled, this opportunity is closed. So in order to secure your gateway, click the sign up button below, get started before this opportunity's gone, and let me be the first to welcome you aboard. This is one party you don't want to miss.